welcome back to First Time Baking Diaries, and today we are tackling decorative buttercream piping. Well, actually, this is not buttercream, so I'm already telling a lie. This is ermine frosting, vegan ermine frosting. And of course, for my first decorative piping, why wouldn't I want to use a more stable frosting? The answer is I don't know, and I just like to make things difficult for myself. And part of this fun activity included piping on a little swirl, removing it, and then piping on pretty much an identical swirl. Love that. And here we see that I want to pipe a ruffle, but I cannot figure out the direction that the piping nozzle needs to face in order for me to pipe this ruffle. So there's a lot of faffing about. But then once I do pipe the ruffle, it actually is very cute, and I was very pleased with that. I think a lot of these piping videos I watch just make it looks so easy when actually it's so much more difficult than what it looks. And what is going on with this piece of cake here? Like, this really inconvenienced me. But then I realised I am the problem, not the cake, and I just need to get better. But this was a good save. I thought that interruption was going to be the end of a very short journey. Here you can really see that I am struggling. I am holding onto this bag for dear life. Both the light blue and the dark blue, the piping bags for these colours were essentially empty, so I had to remove some of the white frosting from the piping bag and then mix up more of both blues, which was just so much fun. And lesson learned, which is what this series is all about: mix up more frosting than I think I need and make sure that I have enough of each colour. And at this point, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know what the vision is or the direction is at this point. I'm just doing whatever. And I hope you're hungry for nothing. Well, what is that? That is pathetic. But for my first time doing decorative piping and actually using food colouring in frosting and using food colouring full stop, I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I think I did as well as I could have done, and it definitely is harder than it looks. And here I am just adding the final touches onto the cupcakes. Shout out to the bottom pram charm for covering that terrible little blue dot. But thank you so much for joining me for episode 3, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!